Good morning, my little artists. Today we're looking at fireworks in art today, and we're going to create an artwork of fireworks. I'm going to put some pictures in sector so you can kind of see the end product of what we're working towards today. Go and have a little look at those, but you will need some paper. Now this piece of paper is only small, it's not A4, and this is like a watercolor paper because I'm choosing to use watercolor paints today, but you can choose to use whatever paper you like and whatever paints because we all have different things available to us at the moment at home. I'm using watercolor paper, and watercolor paints, you might just use regular paper though. A4 is fine, or even larger. You could use a canvas if you're using acrylic paints, but you will need some kind of paint for today's lesson. Some kind of paper, some kind of paint, some kind of paintbrush, some water. Now I have to put my water in a little glass jar from the kitchen. This used to have salsa in it. I saved those and used them for my art jars because Mrs. Topman loves art, and in particular I love painting. I'm not very good at drawing, but I love painting. Still not very good at it, but have some fun. Alright, let's get into our art. You're going to watch me first, and then you can turn this video off and you can go and have a go at creating your own fireworks artwork. Oh, I forgot to tell you the most important piece of equipment that you need for today's art lesson: a straw. Now I have a bamboo straw here because in our house we don't like to create waste, and so I'm always looking for ways that we can minimize how much we're putting in our rubbish bin, because things that we put in the rubbish bin go to the tip and they end up clogging up our planet in landfill, and I just don't want to contribute to that massively. So we use reusable straws. You might have bamboo straws at home. I got these in Bali. Don't know which I was in Bali now. You might have glass straws, stainless steel straws, paper straws. Paper straws are more recyclable, more biodegradable, better for the environment, or just plastic straws. But you will need some kind of straw. If you're at school, you can tell the teacher that this is Wednesday's lesson and Mrs. Topman's at school, so you will see me and I can get it for you. There are straws at the back of our classroom, I was going to say, but that's okay. All right, first step today, we're going to be creating our fireworks, and then we need to let this dry, and we're going to later do some paper craft cutting and cut out a city skyline silhouette, and then glue that silhouette on top of our background of fireworks that we're creating first. So you'll need some time in between to let your paper dry. So you can choose whatever colours you want your fireworks to be. Maybe choose 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 different colours, up to you. Let's start. Actually, your paper can even be black if you like. I didn't have any black paper, but if you had black paper, the fireworks will really pop and it'll look like it's nighttime, so it'll look more effective and more realistic with the fireworks. But I didn't have any, so that's okay. So I'm going to start with my yellow paint, watercolor paint, and I'm just going to directly onto the paper put a blob, and then with my paintbrush I'm going to get a really generous dollop of water and put it directly. I'm not going to tip it too much because it'll drip, but I'm trying to really put the water directly on top of that dollop so that it's super watery. Because, and I'm adding more water. It's almost like a whole lump of water. In fact, if you have watercolor paints, this will probably work the best with watercolor paints. So you're going to get your straw and then create some fireworks. Oh my goodness, this is so fun and so cool. They look so good. Can you see that? I can't see it, but can you see that? All right, hot tip. Get your straw directly above, like 90 degrees, straight down, with the dollop of paint directly underneath, and blow straight down on top of it. If you're on a bit of a diagonal like this, it kind of just blurs. But if you 90 degrees straight down, like bird's eye view, the firework explodes. All right, I've done some yellow fireworks. I'm going to grab another colour now. If I had blue, that would look so nice. Noir. That's black in French. Prussian blue. Bleu de plus. All right. Do you remember the process? Dollop on my page. Use my paintbrush to just like put tons of water on top of that dollop because I want it to spread so easily when I blow on it. Oh my goodness, this blue is beautiful. All right. The more water, the better. Just go crazy with the water. All right. 90 degrees. My hair. Oh my goodness, it's so cool. As it spreads, it kind of makes new ones, which I can splatter into more fireworks everywhere. All right. I'm going to do one more colour. I want you to try fill your whole page with fireworks, even if you layer them. That can look quite effective in art. Red. Yes. Dollop of red. Water on my paintbrush. It's a bit of a messy art. Maybe do it outside. And oh, I love that. My red and my blue have blended. And what color have they made? Purple. As you're blowing, it kind of like leaks over there, and then you can blow on top of that and create a new firework, and it leaks over there, blow on top of that. Just keep blowing every time you see a dollop of paint. I think I need one more color. Brown. Green. Yes. Vert. That's green in French. Dollop. Water load. Get ready with my straw. 90 degrees. Hair out of my face. Oh, the green and the blue look beautiful mixed. This is a fun process art, and you're going to get messy, so head outside and have fun with your artwork. All right. You're going to leave this to dry now for a couple of hours. And you're going to get some black paper. Or if you don't have black paper, any coloured paper. Even white paper would be fine. And you're going to cut some rectangles like a city. Some tall buildings, short buildings, fat buildings, long buildings. Even maybe a triangular pointy building like a pyramid. You're going to cut that out, and then you're going to glue that, lining it up with the bottom of the page so the buildings are coming up off the ground. You're going to glue that on top of your artwork. Make sure not all your buildings are so tall that it just covers your fireworks, because we really want our fireworks to pop in the background of this artwork. So make sure you've got like some short buildings so your fireworks can really sing. But for some variation, maybe you want some tall, long, skinny buildings as well. So on your piece of paper that you cut out, you'll need a different piece of paper. You'll go like up, across, down, up, across, down, up, across, down, up, across, down, up, across, down. Glue that on top of here, and then you're going to have a beautiful New York City skylight, maybe on New Year's Eve, with the fireworks going off in the background of the buildings. Maybe if you're really clever, you could cut out something like the Sydney Harbour Bridge and glue that on top, so it's like New Year's in Sydney. And these are the fireworks going off in the background of the Harbour Bridge. Or you could have a go at the Opera House, which would be more cutting zigzag back and forth. But remember, that's on a separate piece of paper, and then you glue that over the top of this piece of paper. We're not going to cut it all on this piece of paper. All right, I'm going to put some photos down below in sector of the final product so you can see what you're working towards. Have so much fun with your art today, Yuan.